I mean, you are a founder member of this group. Have you found it, I mean, with all this founding, do you think has it turned out how you thought it would be when you were founding?
Well...
In the foundry?
Yes. No, yes and no. Yeah, it's been a lot more successful, a lot quicker than I imagined. And I think that the way I originally thought about it was crossing over sort of disco with rock, if you like, hard rock. It was like a cross between the Sex Pistols, Pretty Vacant, and Good Times by Chic. And from then we sort of moved away. And at the time I remember thinking that, you know, this was me and Nick, and we sort of weren't sure who was going to like us. You know, we thought the disco kids were going to think it was too rock and roll, and the rock fans were going to think, you know, disco sucks. So we didn't really think there was going to be anybody who'd actually like us. We just thought it was an avenue worth exploring. And luckily there was a sudden movement of futurism and new romantics. And, you know, we had a boat to sail out on.
Yeah. You feel that you could go a lot... feel as though you've gone as far as you can go, or is there more ground to break?
Oh no, I think totally. Well, in commercial terms, or
well,
music,
both.
I think creatively, I think we're changing all the time. I mean, we've always wanted to improve as musicians, you know, man. But obviously we're experimenting rhythmically and, you know, vocally. Vocally, Simon is a lot more confident now than he ever was, say, around about the time of the first album. And obviously, commercially, you know, world domination by '84, you know.
Yeah, you reckon that's what it'll be?
Well, I don't reckon that's what it'll be, but that's what we're going for.
Do you ever worry about the band's future, or do you feel as though global domination is here and you're safe now?
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got to. I mean, I still don't sleep on Monday nights when, you know, the chart day's on Tuesday. I mean, it's what the public think of you, if they're buying your records or not, if that's... says whether they like them or not, and I still worry that, you know, one day it can all go down the drain. You can't say, oh, we're going to be around for years and years. We might, or we might not. You don't know. People obviously heard about the Runway, which is where we sort of first met. And there's this one little room which is just sort of off the club, and it's sort of like half the size of this pool, I suppose, an old tatty, and that's where we used to rehearse, mainly because it was free. And it's horrible at the place, really, but it seemed to work, have a good effect for us. The first and the second albums were all written in there, totally.
In a way, I would quite like to go back to the Run Runner in Birmingham and write and then demo them at Bob Lamb's, which is exactly how we did the first two albums. But then again, I think, you know, it's going to give a different approach to music. It's going to a slightly different edge.
And we're not writing about cities and nightclubs anymore, and that kind of thing. Our kind of perspectives have become so broadened in the last 2 years. More global, I wouldn't say totally global, but more global, just broader. And we're able to sort of cast our eyes over a bigger landscape now, and that's the difference.
Do you ever, through travelling around so much to exotic places around the world, do you ever get blasé, do you think, to going to those places?
I hope not. I mean, the thing is, really, when we are travelling to those places, it's not like we're having a holiday everywhere. We're working a lot. I mean, when we were in Australia and Japan, for instance, we were only in both the places for a total of about 4 weeks, and I think we had one to 2 days off, one in each place.
Do you miss England when you're out here, away?
I miss certain aspects of it, but I think there's so much more out here to make up for that. I don't actually miss anything, really.
Yeah.
I know that John misses McDonald's and things like that, but...
What are the things that you miss, then?
I miss some of the nightlife, and I miss my family and things like that. I miss English people. I miss being able to walk out and talk to complete strangers in the street. Hi. You're a complete stranger, you'll do.
Yeah, let me chat to you about
no, I mean,
it's
I don't know, that's not all. It's, I don't know. You feel kind of, it is funny being stuck out here. It's a very, very, in a way, it's quite a primitive existence.
Shot through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side. High blood drumming and your skin is so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Center of the sound, I'm lost and found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Start on the line, discord and rhyme, I howl and I whine, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, right inside, and I'm hungry like the wolf.
When it comes to writing the songs, how does it actually come about, the writing?
The age-old question. We haven't actually got an answer for that one, because it happens in such different ways.
Some songs are actually written around rhythms. Other songs are written around guitar lines or maybe synth lines or whatever. Or another song can start off with a vocal line that Simon's come up with.
I mean, everybody within the band has ideas for what they want to do. I mean, I understand a lot of the gadgets that maybe some people don't really bother with as much, but Duran Duran's a different thing for me because I'm so close to it. I wouldn't ever be a producer of it. I can contribute ideas, but we always need somebody from outside.
Don't save the body now.